Hello everybody and welcome to this vlog where we are finally building this tank right here. Ryan is on his way right now. He's sitting up in an airplane and I think we should just go out and meet him. Alright, so we're now in the parking basement of Copenhagen Airport and my fiance made this cool sign for Ryan. Follow me, dirt nerd. So let's go pick him up. Alright guys, we've picked up the one and only Ryan and yeah, we're about to this way.
Hello.
Yeah, we're gonna go and see the ant room. Cool, exciting to see Ryan's first reaction.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ryan has now arrived in the ant room. And instead of looking at the ants for like 15 minutes, he looked at them as a barbers and he went to work.
Hey man, I'm here. I'm here to do
You're just starting straight away. Alright, so what are we doing, Ryan?
So this is the filter box essentially for, well, the filter. So the box we put inside here, what I'm doing now, I'm putting the filter on so I can measure the width, give myself a little bit of a breathe room. So I'll probably do it about there, like that. I'm going to make a cut down this side, that's one side cut, and then the equal side, once I've got this piece on this board here, and then we can silicone it in there, I can then cut these bottoms off for water intake, and then we can put the mesh on the water intake with some silicone. And then that's it. We can then get it in, silicone it up, and it's ready.
So basically what the plan is with this video here is like the vlog of everything we do. So it's gonna be long and detailed, and then on the main channel at one point I'll post like a very quickly made fast-paced video of what we're doing. So yeah, we're just following along to see where we can help and what Ryan is doing. So yeah, we're making the filter box, as Ryan just said, because we have the waterfall somewhere in here. And yeah, we have the pump here. It's gonna pump water up so it can come out. All right, so Ryan, what have you done now?
So now we've cut the edges off, and now we're using this mesh. They're essentially the filters to stop rough debris getting inside to the filter box. The sponge in there ultimately covers this, which will help a lot, but this just kind of acts as like a double precautionary layer, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not like your normal mesh, it's actually just mosquito net.
Yeah.
And that's because we also want water to easily travel through, as far as I have been told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm listening to what you're saying sometimes.
I'm cutting it wonky now.
Oh no, I'm distracting you.
You are, definitely. Look how perfect that first cut was, and then this one.
Yeah, and then I started talking with you.
Yeah. Okay, wait, give me a minute, I need to tidy this up.
So what are we doing now, Ryan?
Just applying the silicone to the mesh, getting it like, almost spreading it like plaster, so it stays forever. Just getting on thick. So we love our way.
Alrighty, hard man working right here. Alright, this video is going to be very long, I can already tell. So what we're doing here, or what Ryan's doing, I still haven't done anything. But yeah, now we're just pretty much finishing the little filter box. And of course that's going to go in this corner here. So he's now put silicone and pushing the two sides together. So just putting in the filter box now. How is it working with such a tall tank? Is it hard or is it normal?
It's a big boy. So, I mean, ordinarily when you buy these foam boards, like for most tanks, it's almost near the top, but because it's so tall and long, but it's good.
It's only halfway up almost.
But we're just now running bead up the back, either side, and then the bottoms. But all this is hidden anyway. The infrastructure has to be strong. Has to be strong, and it doesn't matter because you can hide all of this rough edge.
I've decided to have record in wide mode instead because it's big, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
It puts it into scale how big the tank is.
Yes, exactly. It's again, it's a 700 liter tank. It's 160 centimeters long. And yeah, Ryan, what have we finished over here now?
Okay, so the filter box is done. We've applied all the edges now, got it set in properly. Mesh membrane on each edge there so the water can pass in and through. So that's all done. The water depth will probably be slightly higher than that, just because it's a big tank, so we can, it's tall, so we can sacrifice another probably 5 centimeters on that. But yeah, all we need to do now is wait for that to dry. We're going to go and buy all the wood, and Alex is going to empty his pockets because it's going to be an expensive trip, because he bought a tank that was astronomically big, which means essentially
everything is expensive.
Yeah, he's going to be spending like 3 times the amount of materials. Like my 4-foot tank, it's 3 times, not twice that size. That was expensive enough. So we've got quite a lot of it here though, like the mosses and things like that, substrates.
Yeah,
We'll have to go and get some sand.
Yeah, ever since we talked about this, Ryan sent me like a massive list. And we sat down and bought so much different stuff. So
Yeah.
finally we're clearing it out.
That's it. We'll get the background on. And once we get the materials, it'll give me a better idea of where we're going. But we need the background on first, and then we'll get the foam down, and then I can start to think about the river structure, how I want to plan that out once the foam's down. But once that's done, we're gravy. The rest of it, it's just more design, and it's the fun part of it, really.
Yeah.
The infrastructure is sadly the boring part, forming the background and cutting it down to size. But then once you've got all of that down, it's all fun from there. So you can start designing it in the same way. Do we want things to go? What do we want here? What do we want there? And also, because it's so big, you're going to need a lot of plants.
Expensive plants.
Yeah, you can normally get them small though. I'd always say start small and watch it grow. I wouldn't go out and buy big plants to start with, because the fun part about these systems is watching it growing. So I'd always say buy smaller plants. The tropical ones, obviously, you'll end up having to buy quite a lot.
Yeah.
But still, it's always the best part, watching it grow.
We have a running silicone. Oh no! Right, we have hit the Danish store. Let's see how expensive this gets. For now, it's all empty. Let's see how long it lasts. Ryan is getting happy already. I think Ryan is loving this. He's filling up my trolley.
You don't have anything like this near me. This is amazing.
He's playing around with everything. He's still going.
Say goodbye to your money. Say goodbye to your money.
We have only removed one item. We had like this to-do list to what to buy. We've removed one item.
Yeah.
One item.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy.
So Ryan, he's a very happy man. I'm crying a little bit. We don't have too many plants compared to how much is over here. But of course the plants will grow big and strong. And these won't, so yeah, we're about to go and
game with plants. Obviously all of these will grow huge, so we're just, some of them will take, some of them may die off. That's the risk you take with plants, and the ones that do take will grow massive. So we'll
yeah,
see what happens. We'll see what happens. But
very, very scared to go on the other side of that wall to pay.
yeah,
It's not gonna be fun.
scared for you, to be honest with you.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. All right. So don't you think we were under budget? So luckily we were able to go in and buy some even bigger plants. So yeah, we went in for round 2 and got even more. Okay guys, so we are now back from the store. We have flipped the tank, put it on its side. We have plants all over the place. We have stuff all over the place next door. We are officially also streaming. So yeah, for those who have seen the streams, this is the hardcore behind the scenes setup right here. Ryan is out working hard and I'm just doing nothing at the moment. But hopefully at one point of this video I can actually be helping, but we'll take that as we go along. So what are we doing right here, Ryan?
So we're getting all these zip ties out with these pieces of wood, and then we're going to be getting the background lined up ready. So before we lay or get foam down, I want to see which pieces of wood, corkbark, spiderwood looks best where. And it'll give me a good idea before we lay the wood down or the corkbark, before we apply the foam. Once we've applied the foam, it's pretty dead set, so it's obviously good to get a good idea of which looks best where before you do that. I have got the rocks as well. There's 2 bags of
over
rocks
here,
there.
yeah.
So I want to line them up to the filter box as well. Lay them on the filter box, because when we form this, we can form that at the same time, essentially covering it. But we'd form it just above where the mesh and water intake section is, which essentially just means that water is still able to go inside the filter box, and that's about it really. So
really good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I think next update is once we have pretty much set everything in place. Like I said, we are streaming over here. So in the chat, all right, we have 2 people in the chat. We have Lady Sadie and Lidge. All right, so we have the big bark pieces now in here. What I'm looking for. Yeah, so what Ryan is doing, again, Ryan's doing everything at the moment. Adding in The big spiderwood pieces?
Sorry, I feel bad. Do you want to lay some pieces?
No. No, that's too much pressure. But yeah, we're adding.
I didn't think. I feel it's not even my tank.
No, that's why I can blame everything going wrong with you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, bro.
But yeah, the big spiderwood pieces are coming in, and then the smaller pieces like this, the small spiderwood here, as well for like finer details. So yeah, let's see if Ryan approves of my little detail right here.
Wrong.
No. No, it's good. It's good. Ryan here is just so efficient. Like he puts it down. He says,
It's because when you have kids, your time like time scales are limited. So every second you get,
just work.
Like, go.
Yeah. So basically, Ryan is filming. Ryan's filming everything. Is that all? Is that it?
No, there's loads in there.
Ah. All right. Yeah. So we're now foaming it, because that's then the glue, the raw glue, rough glue, I guess. All right. All right, so it's time to start placing in the bigger rocks. Do you want to keep the bottom section clear then? Since you haven't put that first rock right on the bottom?
Yeah, because that's where the foam is anyway. So we'll put the
foam, yeah, of course, yeah.
So we're no point wasting like the space on that. Plus the rocks are heavy, so we're just, at this time or this point, it is literally just nice and gentle. Before we tip it up, what I always do is I'll put the foam down first, just in case the rock flops off or whatever. But yeah, I know you were worried about your tank as well.
I'm impressed that this is so strong that it can actually.
Oh, the rocks.
Bear the rocks on the side. It's only silicone. It's only the silicone that's actually holding it in place.
Yeah. Well, that's why I use them foam boards, because they're like a cheaper option to corrugated plastic, easier to cut, just as strong.
Yeah. So yeah, the foam we're talking about is this foam right here. This will be at the bottom layer of the tank, so running all the way here at the bottom, and will work as an area where the water can stay stagnant, where it can be. Because of course, with the waterfall, we need a proper water area, I think. Right, Ryan?
Yeah. So the filter essentially will pull the water through into that box.
Yeah.
And so it'll then pump it back to what we'll have is like the pond area, and then the water will naturally get sucked back in through the sponges and the foam, and that's it really. Yeah. So pretty easy stuff.
Pretty easy stuff. All right. So the first stream is done, and here's the result for the first stream. We have now foamed the background, added the hardscape as Ryan calls it. The main part of the background. You can also see the rocks here have been all foamed in. So in there's the filter box we built this morning. You can just see the bottom of it right here. So yeah, again, all of this will be the bottom layer. And I think what we'll do now is we'll head to the woodlands, see if we can find some different things. Ryan is doing his shot while also making faces. So yeah, there's still a lot to do, but as far as the plan, we are actually ahead of time at the moment. So we're now out in the woods. I want to show Ryan some of the Danish Formica rufa colonies. And this is the perfect Formica rufa colony forest. There's a lot of them. As soon as we go.
Taking me for a walk instead.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan has gotten the chance to walk Noxie.
He's walking you.
And yeah, we'll just I guess once we find stuff, I'll show what we actually find. So Ryan wanted to look at the moss, and we found the first Formica colony right here, enjoying their afternoon business. And yeah, as you can see, Ryan, look at this, Ryan. Oh, everything is just moving down here. Ryan's getting kicked. He can't clear the moss because it's getting kicked all over the place. But yeah, he's out gathering some. I mean, they're swarming. I just love you can hear them. You just hear the sounds, but yeah, it's as you can see.
That's all we need. Okay.
Look at this, man. Look at this. Wow, it's a huge colony. So we just had a very cool find. Found this little. What is it, Ryan?
It looks like a fire-bellied newt or salamander, one of the two.
Yeah, it's a really cool little thing. And out here we're just getting completely and utterly swamped by mosquitoes. Oh my god. Yeah, it's...
And Rufus.
Yeah, Ryan went running away and crying.
Yeah, it's getting gnawed to death.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So sadly the forest here doesn't have any like running water, and we need a running water sample as well. So we're gonna go to another forest quite close by and grab a running water sample. And why is that, Ryan?
Because it won't be stagnant, it'll be healthier, and it won't be full of mosquito larvae or as much.
Exactly.
Which is kind of what we don't really want in a house. So,
Yeah.
So we'll go there and hopefully we can find something cool, or a good find at least. We've got a really good find here, and he's gonna love it in that tank. So hopefully we can find something similar. Okay.
All right, guys. So we've now returned from our little trip. It's been a few hours, and as you can see, it's puffed up quite a bit now, and most of the stuff is now, on it quite firmly. So it's now time to go in and actually start cutting it away.
Yeah.
So yeah, this time we'll set up a little stream again. So the plan is,
I'll take it.
yeah, you have to.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the plan is we set up the stream. We start cutting all of this. Once it's all cut, we'll add the silicone, and then we'll add the cocoa fiber, and keep on going. Ryan, what are we doing now?
So all of these shiny pieces of foam, essentially we're cutting them all off so they look like this, look like a sponge, so the silicone can adhere to it properly. And then once that's done, we will then apply the silicone, but we'll be cutting for a good, well, with 2 people it might not be as bad, but we'll be cutting for quite a while because it's a lot of foam we've put down here. So
yeah, luckily it's not hard to cut. It's just time consuming.
yeah,
Yeah.
it goes straight through. It's just the time it takes to cut it. That's all. So
Yeah.
just more tedious than anything.
All right. So we've now completed the cutting bit. So we have a lot of excess foam, and
See you later, German.
yeah, we're still over here streaming with a few people, like we're streaming with this guy, right? But yeah, the next thing is, now that everything is cut, we need to vacuum it all to get some of these small things out like this. And then it's time to apply a layer of silicone all the way around, so all of the white stuff will need to be covered by silicone. And then we'll put a lot of cocoa fiber on top. Not a lot, but we'll put cocoa fiber on top, because that gives a nice natural look, right, Ryan?
Yes.
So we are now running the second part of adding the silicone. As you can see, it's just sitting down here. What Ryan is doing here, he's using his fingers to just go in and around all of the curves. Now the problem with this silicone, it stinks. Like speaking now actually it hurts a little bit because it hurts a lot. Oh my god, hang on. Yeah, man, I just had to take a break to breathe again. To get my you talk so fast doing videos. But yeah, you can see Ryan is sitting on top here, because it's really deathly to breathe inside. But what he's doing is he's smothering the silicone all over the place, and then we're sprinkling the cocoa fiber on top, and we're tipping the setup, which we have done over here, and just removing it all. So this is the finished look, and this here's like the progress look, and yeah, it's really stinks in there. As you can see, using the breathing from outside and then jumping inside and doing all. I mean, to be fair, it looked like I haven't worked. I have worked this time actually, right, Ryan?
Sorry?
I have actually worked this time.
You've done it this time?
Yeah, I've done some of the work.
Yeah. I just gave you the job where I ate your lungs a little bit, so you can join me in that pain. Trust the process.
All right. So, like Ryan said, trust the process. We have just hoovered out a lot of the cocoa fiber, and as you can see, it looks really sick. If we go down from this angle here, wow, this looks really sick. And yeah, the filter box worked just as intended. We could just go down and hoover the area down there, so it's really clear now. But yeah, wow, it looks super sick, man. Looks so sick already. Okay. So what is the final thing we'll do today, Ryan? It's still day 1, by the way. It's still all of this is day 1. So yeah, what's
the sponge? May as well. What time? Yeah.
The sponge, like in the bottom.
The foam.
Yeah, so like this foam here.
Yeah.
All right.
So the first sponge is going in. So I just need to cut that corner there.
Yeah.
So I'll show you what I mean.
And yeah, right. So we're just adding the foam here, and this is of course where the water will be stagnant underneath. if there is any stagnant water.
It won't be stagnant, so it'll be fine.
But what about the water all the way over here?
Well, it's a whole system, innit? It's all getting pumped back through the filter foam.
Oh, yeah. So the overall...
It's sucked in, yeah. So it just recycles itself. So we'll be fine with it.
Alright, so we've just put down the first layer of the foam here. And I'm just about to cut these extra final pieces of the way over here. But over here, Ryan, I've just cut out the pond. So the pond is where, of course, all of this will be stagnant with water. Or not stagnant, but it'll be water, so it will be submerged. Meaning here we'll have the pond, because of course the water here will also be there, but there's nothing underneath. So yeah, this is our little water pond. It's not the biggest, it's not the most deep, but it's there and it's cool. So yeah, you can start to see the shape here. And of course we're gonna have the waterfall down the side, and then little two rivers split coming over here with potentially a bonsai tree between them. We'll have to see if it works or not, but yeah, it looks starting to look really epic here from the side. All right, Ryan, it's the end of day 1 now. So we have now done the back. The back is done. We just need all the fine details, but all of the hardscape, I think you call it, yeah? Hardscape is done. So yeah, we need to add a lot of finer details, aka Ryan. That's his magic area. But yeah, you can see a little bit now how the waterfall is gonna come out here. It's gonna go down the side here. Gonna hit a layer of foam here. So not this, but another foam. What do they call?
Yeah, essentially the foam we use to build the filter box.
Yeah, exactly.
Foam.
So the foam you saw in the beginning of the video. So we're gonna have that so it doesn't just seep through, but it's actually goes over to the pond. So this here's the pond. Wow, it smells so bad in there. But yeah, you can see we have done so much progress. It's day 1 still. Like Ryan arrived in Denmark 12 hours ago. We've just, did we just see all of that? The plants in the background. That's so
3 hours sleep and a dream.
Yeah, and we've named our frog. I don't even think I've shown the frog. But yeah, we've captured a frog right here, and his name is Frederick, chosen by you, the viewers. Let me just see if I can find a little. He's chilling in there. So he will be one of the first to move in, together with the centipedes, the millipedes, and the newt, and all the isopods. Also have a few quaters in there. But yeah, there's so much work has been done already on day 1. You can really see here the filter box now, how it's working. So down here we have the filter itself. So you can see this is the first thing we actually placed in this morning. So we have to filter the 2 exit ports where the water will be sucked in, come all the way up here inside of this, and then it will be pushed out. Be pushed out by this area right here. So we're gonna drill, or we're gonna cut a hole, and it's gonna come out there and then come out. Looks good, Ryan. Looks good. Very good work here on day 1. Very good work here on day 1. All right, Ryan. It's now day 2. So yeah, well, this is the setup now. Today, what are we gonna do today, Ryan?
So today we're making the river section around here, where the water will come down and pool in and then flow in. I'm going to make maybe it's 2, because I can. Probably 2 mini rivers going around here. And that's it really. They'll flow into the pool of water. And that's that. Once we've done that, we'll wait a couple hours, and then we can start adding the detail on the river. So we then need to silicone the river, add the sand and the stuff so it'll hide it, and then we essentially add the soil. Lovely. And
so what do we have right here? How are you going to make the river here?
So we use these foam cuts, sorry, not cardboard. So we use these cuts and we essentially cut the shape of the river. Then we silicone it all in so it runs into the river.
Yeah, it's because these are waterproof, right?
Yeah, so it's a little bit more complicated, but you know, it's one of them things. It works. So yeah, we'll be fine.
So what Ryan's doing now is we are creating the waterfall here, and you can see that we've put this, like Ryan explained before, we've put these foam, the thin foam things, styrofoam thing.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's just siliconing so we can put rocks and stuff like that on it. And this is here where the water will not come out, so the water will be divided around different edges that we'll construct now. All right, so what Ryan just did is pretty much a little update right here. So we have now constructed the top layer of the waterfall is going to come down here and hit this first section. And it's going to be split into 3 different sections meeting down here at the bottom where we have the pond. So what we're about to do now, or what Ryan's about to do, Ryan's doing mainly all of the work again this morning here on day 2. We'll put silicone on all of the flat surfaces, and then we'll put rocks and small sand debris, so it looks more pretty, I guess. And then once that's done, it's time to pick it up and put it back on its area, back on its place. All right, we just picked it up and put it up here, so now we can actually see the real size of it now.
It was really easy for us to pick up.
Yeah, it actually didn't. I almost threw it. I almost threw it a little bit up.
Yeah, little finger.
Yeah.
Just use my little finger.
Yeah, to be honest, way easier than expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, the waterfall section is now not complete, but it's you can really start to see where the water will be running. And it's now our time to add all of the a little bit more finer details. Like Ryan has a little twig in his hand. Oh, we also need to find the vines.
What?
The vines. Or do you want to put them in later?
Yeah, once we get all these little twigs in.
All right, so it's time to do a little bit of, finer detailing work. All right, so what we're now doing is Ryan is going in. I've also placed a piece, to be honest. All of the comments in the live stream don't think so. But yeah, we're pretty much placing these very finer details in, such as these pieces here. And then we're gluing them on. And then we're putting cocoa fiber on top of the glue. So as you can see, Ryan's going in here with the glue. And of course, this is also one of the reasons why you shouldn't just move animals in straight away, because you want to make sure that all of this gets dried out and without any too much chemicals.
Indeed.
So yeah, as you can see, he glued it on, put some cocoa fiber on top, and boom, you can't really see it. And pretty much we just need to add a whole ton of pieces to make everything look, well, it already looks good, but we need all of the smaller details. All right, guys, a little update right here. We have now added a little bit of we have added the foam, of course, and now we've added like a divider, substrate divider.
Yeah.
And we've added a lot more of these small details all around the place. Oh, we still need to add all the vines as well. But yeah, we're just cleaning the pond because now we've added a new layer of the pond substrate, so the water will flow nicely through there, hopefully. And yeah, we're just getting ready to actually put down a little bit of pebbles here to weigh down the drainage layer so it doesn't fly up again. So yeah, exciting times. All right, guys, Ryan is getting ready to mix our soil mix. Over here, you can now see we've added a little bit of this rocks here to help weigh down everything. So this will just be the bottom layer to help lay down. Although over here at the river area, the waterfall and all of that, this will be visible. But yeah, it's now time to make the dirt mix and actually start putting in a little bit of volume because, well, so far it's still very not filled with dirt. Right, Ryan?
Right. Very not filled with dirt.
Exactly. All right, Ryan. It's now, well, we're halfway through day 2. And yeah, we've started adding all of the dirt. We need to go back to the store to get some more of these big rocks because they'll function, like Ryan says, as a little substrate barrier, so the substrate doesn't fall inside. But yeah, you can really start to see that we've added a lot of soil. Like, it doesn't look like much here from the side, but if we go in here, you can see, like, it's hard to see with the curtains, but there's a lot of soil here. It's like all the way from up here and just, that's a lot. But we'll still need to add some more soil. Yeah. Personally, right here, when I'm looking at all of these things, I'm like, I don't know how many species can actually live in here because it's a huge tank. But it's also like, yeah, it's just
one area, right?
Yeah,
what you would consider as like the amount of soil in drainage that you would have in like a 25-30 centimeter cube.
Yeah, and I mean, like even like a small colony could easily fit in this area.
Yeah, so we just need to. We just need to fill the gaps a bit more. You know, and then fine. We'll just fill these gaps a bit more. Add the barriers, a bit more barrier. Fill this a bit more as well. Pack it down a bit more, and again some more rocks, more barrier, and then the same over here.
Yeah.
The rocks just to fit in the scape, so it all ties together. A couple of rocks on here, and then we need to put the tubing through, get it ready, fit a rock here, so it then splashes down this bit into this pool, and then it'll ultimately flow down these bits. So
yeah, but we've been working.
Times.
Yeah, we've been streaming for 5 hours today, so it's quite a big.
I mean, my biggest concern or worry is always just that everything goes smoothly in terms of the water section.
Yeah.
Or the pump. That's mainly because
it's not fun if it doesn't.
No. Sometimes you have to slightly overfill it, the water section, which would then mean it would be up to here, but you'd still see the water flowing in.
Yeah.
It has to go somewhere. But that's always my biggest worry when I'm building them at home, because it's the last part. You can water test it before, but
we don't have the time.
yeah, we're on a scale, so we'll see what happens ultimately. We've got a lot of soil in at this end, like astronomical amount of soil. This is going to be
about 200 liters. I think we calculated at the moment 150 to 200 liters of soil at the moment in.
So yeah.
And that's compared to we've filled this entire thing 3 times.
Yeah. And still you add some sand, some soil here. A colony could easily nest in this bit as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you could have even a small colony here, one down here, closer to the damp areas. I think 4 or 5 colonies would happily live in this.
Yeah. Say it again, Ryan.
I think it's about time we add some plants in there.
Oh, yeah?
So we're going to get the plants in there.
Lovely.
That's all.
Yeah. He was just starting talking to the stream where I was like, I need to do an update. He just started talking to the streams. Yeah, you can see we've been to the store now. Ryan, I've placed in some bigger rocks now and a little bit of sand here. So you can really start to see. This is the rocks here are going to be able to hold a lot of the dirt back. So if we add more dirt, well, it's going to be able to hold it back. And
Didn't Sadie have them?
Oh yeah, the
the
ants, and also Ryan have started the stream, so now we have 2 streams from 2 angles. It's hardcore now, Ryan. It's hardcore.
It's hardcore.
The ant room here is still a giant mess, and I need to go in and do ant maintenance because it's cleaning day today. So a lot of things are happening.
Okay, so
Ryan is now adding all the plants. This is killing, like every time we talk, it's like the same thing. Ryan's doing all of the things.
Really, that's weird.
But yeah, as you can see, they're starting to come some plants in here. So as you can see, we have some bonsais here with one bonsai with a lot of these cool vines, I think you call them, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That then goes over to the next section where Ryan is working hard at the moment. And you can see here I really love this log right here, how it's placed. So you can see the waterfall will be coming down here, running down here beneath the log, coming down here to the lake down here at the bottom, or the pond. So yeah, it's really starting to come alive now. Looks brilliant, Ryan. Looks brilliant, man. Alright guys, so we have added the first isopods in here who came with the moss. So Ryan is in the middle of adding all of the moss, and now we'll add the first little culture of spring shells right here. So the first official inhabitants, well, unofficially it was all of the isopods and other small critters, but yeah, now we also officially have small springtails living in here. So that is super cool. And to compare the size, like when I added springtails to one of my setups, they took up the entire setup. I had to the dirt covered up so much, and it's a tiny area. What up, Ryan?
Oh no, they wanted to see it on my cam here.
Oh yeah. So by the way, this is the little guy we captured yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. Yeah, man, it's coming together so nicely. The dirt nerd is going all in on being, wow, it looks so fantastic on video. Wow, it looks so vibrant. Wow. So Ryan was really quick to spot one of the first living creatures in here, a little isopod. Already exploring the world of this. Wow, Ryan, it looks so nice, man. Wow. Looks incredibly nice. Not from this angle, but from here. It's because of the reflections.
Right, now get the lid on the lights.
From here it looks nice because now they don't have the reflections.
Yeah.
So we're just having the first official test without the waterfall running. And how does it look? Wow, that looks awesome, man. Looks awesome, man. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Wow, just look at all of this, man. Wow, it looks like it's This looks like we're inside Ryan's home, man. Wow. Jeez. All right, it's one of the most important times of the entire project. It's time for the first official water test. So we have the pump over here, and we will be putting the pump down. Do you want to play around with the pump in a box like this first?
No.
All right. So yeah, we will be putting water in it and doing the first official water test, which is a little bit nerve-wracking for Ryan at least.
I'm too nervous. I just want to get it tested and see what happens. Oh man.
Yeah. So how many liters do you think? So, I mean, all of this entire section.
I think we're gonna need probably about 50 liters of water.
50 liters.
No. 30 liters.
30 liters. No. Yeah. So this entire bit here, all of this where there's stone here, will be underwater. So yeah, there's a good water section, everything all the way. So yeah, and Ryan here's just seeing if everything fits.
Oh,
it should hopefully fit.
It's very tight fit, but I think it'll go in. I think that's because of there we go.
Lovely, lovely.
Risque.
The thing is, Ryan was meant to. I just ordered the pump. I got some numbers, and I ordered a pump that fitted those numbers.
Yeah.
And it was meant to be a pump that you could dial down.
Yeah.
So it isn't.
Yeah,
so
it isn't.
So we'll just have to wait and see how much water actually flies out of this.
That's my worry.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
my worry is because most of the pumps I buy like this online have like a thing you can turn on the top, whereas this one doesn't. So I'm a bit worried that it'll just fly out a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Like I say, there's a big volume of water for it to move because it's a big tank. So hopefully that like sort of compensates for it as well. And it just balances it out. Let me just get this stuck down with them suckers.
That's a really awkward position.
It is. Right.
All right, I'll go get some water hose and we're gonna pump this baby up.
Oh, we need to get a rock in front of that water first.
Yeah. So we do have the first water test going on right here, and very surprisingly how much water we actually needed, because of course the entire tank is underwater, like the entire section is underwater. So Ryan was very surprised by how long it took. I had no clue how long it would take, so I wasn't really surprised because I didn't know how long it would take. But yeah, we turned on the pump and there was just no water coming out. It's a 1,000-liter pump. Turns out the first rock here was really just slowing everything down. So Ryan is now working around making the water flow. So he moved the stone around and it just started exploding, flying out. And now he's trying to make like a good waterfall. As you can see, the water is coming down here, coming down to the pond area, or not the pond, but it's a mini pond. Divides into a few rivers. So here we have two of the rivers. Final river over here. So yeah, it'll be a lot better once we clean it out. Wow, it looks so cool, man. Wow, from the wow. You can see the waterfall in there.
So you like it?
That looks epic, man.
You just look so disappointed.
What? What do you mean? No, it's really cool, man.
Oh, good.
So cool. Once you wipe the glass down, it's gonna be so epic because you can see like the bottom of the waterfall just through it all. Yeah, so you can really start seeing all the streams come down. Looks epic, man. Looks freaking epic. All right, we've now done the water test, and everything is a massive success. Yeah. Everything is a massive success. So
a lot smoother than I thought.
So you can see here we have the waterfall in here, coming down underneath the log, and this is why it splits into 3 different sections. So we have the fast flowing section, which comes out here. So you can see you can see it running in there. It's coming out here. And then you have the middle section, which is also quite fast. But yeah, I really love that you can see like the background here. It's coming down here, all the way down here to the river. We still need to work a little bit on clearing this river. And then finally we have the little bit more slow running over here, which still has speed. But the thing is, because the pump is pumping out water and all the water is landing and flying towards this one, that's why it's all coming that way the most, which is fine. Because like Ryan said in the live stream, which you haven't heard here in the video, fast flow is good.
Fast flow is good.
Because it gives a lot of oxygen for the tank. So, yeah, we still need to work a little bit. I need to work a little bit on the cable and stuff like that. And this side here may just be like blurred out, so you can't see like this. But yeah, then again, we added the filter wool here. So yeah, the pump is hiding in here, pumping the water out and pushing it out like that. So you can really see like, and this is the top area of the waterfall. So this here is all submerged, but it's been kept in. So this is really nice. And this is then the little pool, you see, the top pool you see out there. So yeah, man, it just looks awesome, man. Looks awesome. And yeah, from here, from the front, it's just a massively beautiful setup. Yeah, so Warren is busy wiping a little bit more. Just look at this, man. Just look at it. Looks so awesome, man. Looks so awesome. Yeah, I did that as well before. Alright guys, at this point I'm a little bit unsure what's the last thing I showed. But Ryan have been in here and added a lot of this water seagrass and water moss. I don't know.
Water seagrass.
Aquatic moss. Aquatic moss and different things. So Ryan has been busy going around poking things. And we've also spotted, you can see here, like small nematodes, whatever, Ryan? What are you calling them, Ryan?
Yeah, nematodes.
Nematodes, yeah.
That one isn't. That's like a grub, though. I don't know what that one is. That's cool.
Oh.
Different.
But yeah, basically we added a lot of. We found a flowing river, small river like these ones, and just scooped up a lot of the water and a lot of the sand yesterday, and that's then what we've put in here. So if we just, so that means there's a ton of life already. But yeah, Ryan just went in and had a lot of this small grass, and the really nice thing is, all of this sand as well helps to cover the like tiny pieces of foam you can see here, which at this point you don't see them at all when you look here. You don't see them whatsoever, and you can also really now start to see the like stones that were placed all the way around to like keep the dirt separate from the pond. It's really just all coming together. Looks epic. Looks epic.
Epic.
Yeah. First time showing the video in a while. Oh man. Damn. Alright, so we are now here on day 3 on working. Yesterday we actually finished it all up. But already today, what Ryan said yesterday would happen, happened. Everything got really misty here. So we will drill and put in a fan. So we are going to drill like an acrylic here. Put in a little fan to keep everything well ventilated, meaning the humidity, the misting won't occur as much. You can also see down here in the pond that we do have some shrimps and 3 small fish. And not only that, if we go over here, we actually also have a crab to put in here. So, I mean, we are down to the very finer details now. We have a little bit more work to do. But here in the video, you won't really be able to see much of it. But of course, once again, everything is being streamed all the way over there. All right, so we have now added the crabs and a lot of water life. There's some very small fish down there and some shrimps as well. So you can actually see it all the way up from up here. There's just life down there now. So it's really nice, really nice. I've also made a hole here for the fan, so we can push some air down to make sure that this condensation here should not occur. Because by having a breeze in there, it should not happen. So this down here is the smaller of 2 crabs. Bigger crab also pretty much looking the exact same. Was last spotted somewhere in these areas. So we are unsure the current whereabouts, but that is Frederick the Frog, who just said hello right there. So that's Frederick the Frog hanging out in the pond area. Somewhere down there we also have quite large crab. So this here is the water section. And what are these red things, Ryan?
Artemia.
Artemia. And what do they do then for the system? I'll see some
clean up.
small white systems.
We've also got Daphnia in there.
Oh,
And some Blue Dream Neocardina shrimp.
Yeah, so some of the shrimps right here.
A little bit cloudy because we've just stirred the water area up a little bit, but it'll sell.
Exactly. Wow, that's a beautiful. So beautiful. Very beautiful. But you can also see the fish swimming around. We have 3 of these fish, so of course the pond is not very big. Ryan actually didn't want me to have any fish, but I persisted.
You insisted, yeah.
And I'll make it some hate. We'll see. But yeah, look at these. I love them. Very nice. Cool looking small fish. So yeah, we added some. Oh, we have a slug as well here.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah? Oh.
Aquatic snail.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it'll just have millions of them, but the crabs eat them as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so much life in here. Oh, the crab is up there. Hiding all the way up down the corner. Alright, so here's the crab. Very far away. The quality won't be good. Yeah, we'll have one of the crabs up there and the other crab is sitting. Oh, yeah. It's on the move at the moment, but down there.
Yeah.
Alright, Ryan. Officially done.
Officially done.
Only thing to add, a little piece of mesh under the fan here. A little piece of mesh down there. But yeah, you can see that we are pushing a little bit air in here. So the fan is working. The wildlife is going nuts. Ryan just showed there's over here there's these dancey worms. Yeah, it's just so much wildlife all over the place. Both the crabs are gone missing at the moment, as far as I think. And yeah, it's such a lovely tank, man. Either way, what we'll do now is at this point, this is when we did the stream of the finished product. So that's now. It's now what? 46, I guess it's like 60 hours ago since you landed in Copenhagen-ish.
Yeah, something like that.
60 hours ago. I mean, it was done yesterday, but now we've just added some crabs and stuff like that. Of course, the ant colony still needs to be added. We still need to add like some more wildlife, but it's more or less done. At least from what Brian can help with.
Yeah, just
so
you to add your own.
Yeah.
I guess your own ant colonies in there, and whatever you think you can put in. I'd say maybe Centrobolus or bumblebee millipedes, ant colonies, and then I guess whatever you want in the canopy, like I don't know, some anoles or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
So what do you think? Are you proud of your build?
Yeah, very proud. Very proud. I just wish it was at my house in my new animal room, but it's one of them things, that's what I came here to do, and the fact we got it done so quick, I'm glad, because any teething problems that we may have had, then I was here to get them done before I left. So no, but I'm very glad how it went. I'm happy with it, and obviously you like it, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, it's brilliant. How often do I need to spray it down? Like,
oh gosh, once every few days, 4 days.
All right.
Not much at all.
Yeah, because of course there's a lot of water in here, so it's very humid. So I'm more thinking like on the plants.
It's more for the plants at the back, the tridcentia.
Yeah, they need to get some more. Yeah, because they're not connected to the water.
No, but once they get established as well, the roots will come down to themselves to the bottom, and then you probably do it less. But I'd just say every 3 or 4 days, give it a real good mist down, and that's it really. Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. That has been it for the vlog, I guess. Ryan has now left. He's currently sitting in an airplane, and it's time for me to actually take over the tank. Ryan has mainly constructed everything. I just want to say again, like, I've just seen the video, just edited it up to this point. This whole thing was built in 17 hours. 17 hours of streaming. Yeah, 17 hours of streaming, and it took around 37 hours. No, wait, hang on. 36 from the Ryan landed in Copenhagen. It took around 37 hours for it to become this. Like day 3, we just added some small quitters, added some different things. It's just insane. Like, we did this in 2 days. I didn't help a lot. I did help a little. And the things that needs to be fixed here now, or the things I now need to fix, is the lights up here. If you look from this angle right here, it's not too bad, but it does warp quite a bit down. So what I'll do is I'll put a wood piece here. They'll put the weight, carry the lamps and put the weights on the glass, or yeah, you know what I mean, the side here. So a wood piece here and a wood piece here. So they'll carry the lights. You can also see the fan here is working brilliantly. Like the first day I came in, like the day after we built it, and you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see a thing at all. It's now been running for 24 hours, and you can see everything. Oh, that's interesting. This morning, this pond was full with bubbles, and now it's all empty. But yeah, I just love all the life that's down here. It's really strange. Like it seems now the life is a lot more like slowly adapting to its new area. Like the fish yesterday were just, but now they're a lot more casual in there. Yeah, we saw the newt as well. The newt was out. Frederick the frog, he's out like constantly out. Like if you just sit here and watch for 10 minutes, you'll probably see Frederick the frog just jump around. The newt was named Zeus the newt, which is also a very cool name. And we don't have names for the vampire crabs. Are they hanging down there? They're not. Yesterday they were down there. This fan here is a little bit noisy when you come in here, but it's not too bad though. And I think when I do voiceovers and stuff like that, I'll just stop it, because you can just turn it off right here. Turn it off. Yeah, I wonder where the vampire crabs are. They were very active though as well. Like one of them were halfway up to the top here yesterday, really just going for it. But Ryan did say they'll be all over the place. And yeah, like I said earlier, we also still need to add the mesh down there. But yeah, man, it's just so much life. Ryan have done such an amazing job with all of this. Really a beautiful job on Ryan's side right there. So yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you all very much for watching this insanely long vlog of the build. I was thinking a little bit should I do it shorter, and at the end of the day, no. In this video you can see exactly pretty much everything we've done. And yeah, like I said earlier, there will also be a faster video eventually. But yeah, Ryan, if you're seeing this, just want to say thank you very much for flying all the way. I mean, I bought you the ticket, but accepting the ticket, accepting to come and build it. It's been an amazing journey, and like, just look at it. At 8 p.m. these lights will all turn blue, and then at 2 a.m. they'll all turn off completely, and then around 10 a.m. they'll turn on again. So we have like this daylight for 10 hours, the blue light for 6, and turned off for 8 hours. So everything just should be automatic. So in the evening I will come in and can see blue light. I want to see a little bit of the blue light in the afternoon because that's cool. Yeah, man, it's just so fantastic, man. Thank you, Ryan, for making this possible, and I really can't wait to document everything that's happening inside of there. Thank you guys for watching this insanely long video, and I'll catch you all in another one. Bye!